Hey, what is up, YouTube? It's your girl Miranda here. We're back with another episode of Baldur's Gate 3. In this episode, we get to know Karlach a little bit better. Oh, I love her so much. And we also go infiltrate the goblin base. So if you like the episode, make sure you leave me a like or a comment. And if you want to watch more of my Baldur's Gate series, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Have a wonderful day, and we'll catch you all next time. Bye! Alright, let's see what Will wants.
Do you believe in love at
Oh my god,
first
can you stop flirting with her, please?
You've been witness to a pantomime, I'm sorry to say. And I've played my part all too poorly.
What's the story?
I'd like to hear how you ended up fighting the Blood War.
Why not? Let me see if I can paint you a picture. The year, 10 air. The place, sleepy little town called Baldur's Gate. Our hero, Karlach, a knock-kneed delinquent from the outer city with everything to give and nothing to lose. I was a kid looking for a way to fill my days and make some cash when I fell into the wrong crowd. Worked for a guy I respected. A lot. Turns out the feeling wasn't mutual.
Aww.
Through the jigs and the reels, he made a deal with Zariel behind my back. You know Zariel, right? Archdevil of Avernus.
Sure.
The two of them conspired to give me a little gift. Hear that? Infernal engine for a heart. Lets me burn as hot as the hells. Seems to be running in overdrive since I left Avernus. Won't be seeing my mechanic anytime soon, so I'll just make the most of the extra heat. Just don't get too close till I've found a way to calm it down.
How the hell did you get an infernal engine for a heart?
High pain tolerance, and a dynamic duo of truly shitty bosses. But it's a bit early in the game to be getting into tragic backstories. Let's save the Scar show for later, after we've worked up an appetite for tragedy. Meanwhile, I'll need to find someone who can tune up my engine sooner rather than later. Believe me when I say this thing is hot. The first time I faced down those paladins,
She is pretty hot.
they let slip there was
Not
an
gonna lie.
infernal mechanic in the area. A tiefling. He might be able to stabilize things, if I can find him.
I wonder if they meant Damon, a tiefling weaponsmith.
A weaponsmith, huh? Not sure if he's the guy, but I'd love to find out. A tune-up would do this rusty heart a world of good.
Alright, what does that infernal engine do to you?
Gives me energy. Power. But you've seen it in action.
Actually, I
Very
haven't.
hard to control.
We just met.
If I'm excited at all, angry, nervous, delighted, enticed,
Enticed.
I burn hot. Hot enough to burn anyone who gets close.
You must be pent up.
I try not to think about it. I still think about it constantly, but, you know, I try. One of these days, I'll sort the whole infernal affair out, get myself cooled off, start making up for lost time. But not today.
Well, she certainly has a better attitude about it than I do.
Ah, you're addressing me, a humble ox. How quaint.
There's something strange about this ox. What is it?
Something's off. This creature isn't what it appears to be.
There's more to you than meets the eye. Are you a transformer? Care to explain?
No, you are incapable.
Come on, old chap. I'm a devil for gossip.
I'll tell you this much. I'm going to Baldur's Gate, with or without the rest of these poor sods. Now, that's all I have to say besides, and I really mean this. Moo.
Moo.
Thought I sensed an infernal around here. But you aren't from Elturel. What's your story?
I spent a good bit of time in the Hells. Enlisted against my will by the Archdevil Zariel. Same as you, I suppose, if you're from Elturel. The devils were delighted when your city was swallowed up. I thought they had you for keeps. Glad you got out.
I got lucky. It looks like you did too. And you brought some infernal machinery with you.
A little gift from Zariel. Keeps me burning hot.
Very hot by the smell of it. Might be burning out a piston ring or leaking oil. Mind if I take a listen?
Be my guest. But don't get too close or your eyes will melt shut.
Phew! You really are burning up. Whoever put that engine together tried to house metallurgized Demano valves inside a Ragnak's alloy casement. Very risky.
Those are all made up words.
I might be able to help. I'd need infernal iron. And a prayer that my hammer will survive the work. That thing isn't meant to operate outside of Vernus. I'm not sure how much longer it'll keep running the way it's going.
Will you be able to turn down the temperature a little? Worried I'm gonna go in for a handshake and singe someone's arm off one of these days.
I'd worry about surviving the night first. But help one, help both. If we can cool you off, it'll stabilize your engine and allow you to touch whomever you please.
Whomever.
Hear my voice. Obey my command.
The voice is irresistible. You recognize the overwhelming authority that you've used on others, only infinitely stronger, and turned against you. Your vision clouds, leaving you in a dark, featureless shadowscape. Nothingness in every direction. Then there are 3 figures before you. An armored male elf, exuding power and command. A handsome younger man with a quick, easy smile. And a pale young woman with even paler eyes.
These are my chosen. They speak for me. Aid their search for the prison, and you will be worthy to stand beside them in my presence.
From the artifact, lifting the pain from you, pushing the voice away.
My power grows. My forces gather. The reckoning draws.
Don't give me that look. I don't know what just happened any more than you do. We should keep going.
Nice one, Shadowheart. That thing in your pocket seems powerful as hell.
That vision, that voice. What was it?
I think that was the Absolute speaking to us. But we managed to shield ourselves. We should keep moving.
Hold on. That artifact seemed to stop the voice. What is it?
I don't know. Not exactly. All I know is it's important I get it back to Baldur's Gate. At any cost.
There must be more to it. I need you to level with me.
I am a servant of Shah. My home is a secret cloister in Baldur's Gate. I need to bring that artifact back there. No matter what. I can't tell you anymore. This mission required utmost secrecy. We all submitted to having our memories suppressed so that we couldn't betray Shah's confidence. If I reach my contact in the city, I'll have my memories restored. Until then, I have to guard the artifact with my life. There. You have the truth, for all it's worth. Let's continue.
Hey, what's up, Volo? What are you doing here?
With fragulous crown and with scepter abraid, draw Ragslin, short work of the innkeeper made. The inn burnt to ash. The captives were many. Goblin kind had reduced them to cowering filfhenny. So raise it, your goblets, and drain them with pride. Draw Ragslin, the true soul, had let you collide.
You! Move off!
Do as she says. Now. Now, where was I? Huh?
Wait a tick! That a friend of yours?
Oh, certainly not. What are you doing? I'm busy here.
You lying!
To you? Never. Come, let's continue our ballad. Draw Ragslin, draw Ragslin. I am draw Ragslin. Tumptuous. Draw Ragslin.
You broke him!
Oh, this is my fault?
Wait. Draw Ragslin. We pray. We.
Come on, pigeon! Back to your cage!
Now look what you've done.
How is this my fault?
Come on!
Well, now, you look like a tough un, but have you got smarts, skills, guts?
All that and more.
And you're gonna need it, mate. This ain't your standard dungeon dive, right? This is chicken-chasing.
Oh, it's so cute! Oh. Look at it. Oh my god. Well, for starters, that's no chicken. It's an owlbear.
It's got feathers, don't it? A beak. Besides, I reckon it owes us, seeing as how it just ate our last chicken.
Hurt me. Run. Where?
The goblins are responsible for your pain. Kill them. That's all my speak with animals on.
Eat. Bite.
Oh, oh my god.
Just bite him back.
Yeah. Oh, it's on the loose.
Now here's somebody special. The Absolute has touched you, hasn't she? Priestess Gut needs to touch you too. Hold out your arm so I can mark your flesh.
I'm good. Actually, I'd rather not go through with this.
Maybe you don't need it. After all, you're special, ain't you? Like me.
She probes your mind, tangling your thoughts with hers. A familiar sensation. She too carries a power. Darkness seems to swallow the temple, leaving you with a vision of the goblin priestess receiving instruction from a handsome young man, one of the chosen. The vision dissolves away. You stand before the goblin priestess in the temple once again.
Push deeper.
Her faith floods into you, a tide of shuddering ecstasy. Her tadpole nestles within that mania, secure, hidden.
I feel you in there, digging around. Works both ways. And I saw some weird shadows swimming around in your head just now. Maybe I can help with that. Us true souls gotta look out for one another.
I command you, corpse. Speak. Reveal truth to the Absolute. Nothing. Must be reading it wrong. Suga na sukok.
The hobgoblin turns to you,
Oh, he's a
and
hobgoblin.
the parasite squirms in your skull. You taste the ale on his tongue and the bile in his soul. The visions cloud your inner eye for a brief moment once again. You see the hobgoblin bowing before the armored elf you'd glimpsed before. The elf speaks of the hunt for a great weapon and the rewards that will go to whoever finds it. The hobgoblin's eyes gleam hungrily.
If it isn't another true soul.
He doesn't speak his next words, yet they still rattle your skull from within.
You ever talk to a dead squid? Now's your chance.
This mind flayer's build is smaller, its garb plainer. A fearsome creature even in death, but not the one that tormented you. Yet it too roamed the Nautiloid. It would have seen you, known you.
Absolute says the dead Squiddy had a weapon. I reckon the killer nabbed it and scooted off to that looter camp. We find who killed it, and we find who took that weapon. So settle in.
You feel Shadowheart's anxiety. The weapon the Absolute seeks. It's the artifact that she carries. The same one that protected you as you entered the goblin camp. Her mind focuses. Their suspicion cannot be aroused. They cannot discover that the weapon they seek is within their grasp. Your skull sizzles with Ragslin's displeasure. His mouth is still, but you hear his demand.
I speak for the Absolute, and I say, you stay. I command you, corpse. Speak and say sooth. Lucan ok, al koldek, shulkok hank.
The hideous corpse rises, tentacles writhing. Your heart seizes. Under questioning, the creature might recognize you as its killer. Ragslin's mind reels, then calms. He will speak as you command. With Ragslin's voice, you ask,
Who is the Absolute?
Ragslin frowns in confusion at a question he would never have asked. Then the creature speaks in visions. Curved drow blades, crude goblin torches, gnoll teeth dripping blood. You see other mind flayers arranged in a serene circle. Absolute unity. Absolute power.
Damn it! That tells me nothing!
You feel Ragslin's suspicions. He'd never have asked about his master. You remain in control. Barely.
What did the killer want?
Ragslin's mind is clouded by doubt. Surprised once more by words he didn't expect. Again, visions flow through you. A swarm of Githyanki dragon riders. Silver blades held high. Control panels melting. Flesh pods spilled open.
Get on the hunt. They know something.
Suspicion floods Ragslin's mind. Your brain howls as you force a final query into his throat.
Why were the Gith chasing that ship?
You see dark tunnels lit by noxious pools of brine. The darkness spreads through the earth. The sky splits open and nautiloids pour out of a void that consumes the stars.
What in the...
The corpse collapses, silent once more.
No, no! I'm not done! Riddles, all of it. And nothing to show for the trouble but rotting squid meat. No answers, no killer, and no damned weapon!